Hi everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Before I get to today's message, I just want to say thank you. I've had a lot of you leave lovely comments, and certainly I'm having a lot of new subscribers and likes on my videos, and I really appreciate that. You're completing a circuit. As Bashar said, if anybody of us, have something to give, there's someone who needs what you have to give, can benefit from what you have to give. And so in you all receiving what I have to give, it creates more of a circuit for me to be able to share what I have to offer. So it's just really lovely, and I thank you. And of course, please, if the videos are helping you, please click like, subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any, and it helps the videos be more visible to others. So today's message wants to be about do not get distracted. This is the time to double down and focus on what is real, what is true, and where we are going and where we want to be, and seat ourselves firmly there, even in the midst of the very distracting hubbub, the very sort of mesmerizing hubbub that's going on around the planet. Of course, politically, of course, with the fog and the drones and all of those kinds of things. But now the LA fires, these swaths of fires. It is very traumatic. And I'll talk in a minute about what came through to me about what those are, because there, as with everything, there are levels to what those are. But the first thing that wanted to be shared with you today is that as part of the awakening, enlightened collective, and you are, or you wouldn't even be watching this video, it is your job, it is my job, our primary focus is to stay seated in the higher consciousness, the higher vibration, in the higher dimension. Meaning the beam of our consciousness, instead of being so narrowly focused on all the distractions going on in the physical world, and they are distractions, that we make it our first priority every day to be seated in that upper room, the higher octave, the higher vibrational consciousness. How do we do that? First of all, when you get up in the morning, don't just immediately hop out of bed and jump onto Facebook or jump onto your phone for the news or jump onto YouTube to see what's going on. The very first thing we need to do when we wake up in the morning is to remind ourselves who and what we truly are and what is true and real. I am the God consciousness, coming awake to myself, coming awake to who and what I truly am through this self-aware pathway of consciousness. You are a pathway. I am a pathway of consciousness, of potentials, and we are self-aware. We have to remind ourselves immediately that we are the God consciousness, experiencing and expressing through this unique individualized perspective and pathway of awakening, coming awake to ourself, to our true identity. I liken it really came to me during this meditation, because it feels like this. When you give yourself to coming awake to who and what you truly are, to your true identity, it is like a waking up. That's why everybody talks about it in terms of being a remembering. It's almost like what it would have to be like if you had amnesia and you didn't remember who you are, what your name is, what your story is, who your family is. You don't recognize anybody. You just got amnesia. You know you exist, but that's all you know. You've got no background for yourself. And then you start remembering and you go, oh, I'm Sue, or I'm Joe, and I live here, and these are the things I like, and this is my life, and these are my people, and this is my family. It's a remembering. It's a, oh, here I am. It is just like that. Oh, here I am. I am God consciousness, coming awake to the fact that I am God consciousness, experiencing myself through this unique perspective and focus. Every morning, go right there instead of turning on the Facebook or turning on the news or turning on YouTube and immediately getting distracted with the cares of the world and what's going on, the distractions. First, get yourself established there. Here I am. And then extend that into the true and natural extension. Everything and everyone I see before me, around me, is me, the greater me, the greater I, experiencing and expressing through their unique perspectives and pathways of potentials and consciousness. So I am the God consciousness in everything and everyone I see around me. I am the God consciousness everywhere, in everything, and it is all me. That is why the God consciousness is called all that is. It is literally everything. It is the fabric that is everything that we see and experience. So waking up in the morning and getting ourselves established in that truth first, and then moving on to the cares of the day and the physical level and what you need to do and what's going on in the world. Swami Premananda, who was actually the best friend of Paramahansa Yogananda, they were both students in the ashram with Sri Yukteswar in the very early 1900s. And they both came to the United States to start churches of self-realization. Paramahansa Yogananda went to the West Coast, to California, and Swami Premananda went to the East Coast in Silver Spring, Maryland. And in my first marriage, the man I was married to was a member of that congregation. And so I became very familiar with the Hindu concepts and the Eastern approach to self-realization. And Swami Premananda told the story that one morning he woke up and he realized that the first thing he thought about was getting his coffee, not God consciousness. And so he stopped drinking coffee because he didn't want anything to get in the way of that first priority. So during this time of great upheaval and distraction and traumatic events, and if you're in them and experiencing them, extremely traumatic events, first seat yourself where you're not in that hubbub. You are the God consciousness, you are in the love, you are in the higher vibe, the expansion, the higher consciousness, to where you can see those things but not be sucked in and pulled down by them. And you can even be more aware and have understanding for what they are. The LA fires, what came to me this morning about the LA fires, there are several levels to it, as there always are. In one way of looking at it, it's part of the biblical apocalyptic upheavals that are predicted in a certain tradition and expected by some. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. It does. What it is, though, is on another level, is a literally burning to the ground in large swaths the structures, the paradigm that's been in place. What was is no longer. It is time to move into a new paradigm. And if we can't do that gently and easily, we're going to burn our bridges, literally. We're going to burn down to the ground everything that's been, and I don't mean the entire planet's going to burn down, that's not true. But that's what this is symbolizing, a burning to the ground in large swaths of what is not part of the new paradigm going forward. It's also, on another level, one of those catastrophic events that brings people together. You see heroism and you see community coming together and people reaching out to help each other and take care of each other. So it is a unity opportunity amidst the rubble. At another level, it's a playing out literally of some memes that we have accepted as a culture. Again, burning bridges, putting your feet to the fire, trial by fire, or the fire, the phoenix, the burning up of one paradigm so that a new rises out. I mean, it's fulfilling certain paradigms that we accept. And it is also functioning as a distraction, literally at that level. It's a time where we have a choice, and to become consciously aware of this. You can get real distracted by all the action and the activity and the storylines that are going on. Even the storyline of there's an ascension and what's going to happen and who got elected and is that part of the ascension and are the ETs going to land? We can get so drawn in to storylines and start going down rabbit holes and getting off track. This is the time to consciously be aware of, whoa, where am I? Where am I? Am I down here in the soap opera, following all the storylines and getting all excited about everything that's going on? Am I mesmerized watching this unbelievable, previously almost unimaginable fires going on, burning down large swaths of our country, Lahaina, Los Angeles? Or can I get myself where, okay, the true I, am here. It's almost like the calm. Sometimes I've explained it to clients in terms of the calm, like if way down under the sea, there could be storms and hurricanes going on up above to where there's 30 and 100 feet waves, but way down, there's not that roil and toil. It's much calmer. It's like that. It's being in the calm. Yes, you see that those things are going on. You have compassion for those experiencing those things going on. And you help in any way you can. But where you are is here, and in the place that holds and contains all of those, but isn't sucked in by all of those events, not distracted by them. So that's really what today's message was about, is where am I? I am in the field of the heart. I am in the heart mind. I am in the upper room, the upper consciousness, the upper octave. I am in my whole consciousness, where I'm aware of being Joe or Susie, and I am aware of being the God consciousness, awake to myself and inhabiting this physical identity in this physical construct with a story going on. But I am here, and I hold those things. I hold those things. They don't hold me. So today's message once again is, don't let yourself become distracted. Seat yourself in the awareness of who and what you really are, awakened to your true identity as an individualized, self-aware expression of the God consciousness. And even just turning your attention there and requesting it, you will immediately start to feel your consciousness expand and go, oh, here I am. So I hope something from today's message is helpful and beneficial to you. I will be editing and hopefully posting today all or part of that live attunement event that I did a few days ago, in which I did a live channeled explanation of the attunements line by line, the attunements as given by Paul Selig's guides. So look for that. And I'll remind you that I have created a Patreon community. It's Kathy Hazel Adams, Quantum Spirit. I hope you'll go to that page and check it out. I created that community for the main purpose of being able to meet on a weekly basis via a Zoom call, audio, video, Zoom call, with people like you that want to spend time really in spirit, in the higher consciousness, really focusing on raising our vibration and the quality of our consciousness, really anchoring the new energies for the ascension, and learning how to more effectively create the reality we really want to experience. So I hope you'll join my Patreon community. Thank you for watching today. Love, blessings to you all.